The first meeting between J.J. McCarthy and the Chicago Bears gave Vikings fans hope. He delivered a thrilling fourth quarter, earned Offensive Player of the Week, and looked like a future star. But now, that performance feels more like an outlier than a sign of things to come. For most of that game, McCarthy struggled, and in the rematch, those struggles returned in full force. The Vikings made a bold decision in the offseason. They let Sam Darnold walk and handed the future to their rookie quarterback. It was a financially smart move, but it required McCarthy to play at least competently. Instead, he has looked overwhelmed, inaccurate, and unable to elevate the offense. Against the Bears, he missed open receivers repeatedly, threw 2 interceptions in the first half, and couldn't sustain drives. Fans let him hear it, raining down boos with every misfire. Late in the game, he finally strung together one good drive, giving Minnesota a brief lead. But the Bears answered immediately with a field goal as time expired. The Vikings fell again, and McCarthy's early career woes continued. His final stats didn't reflect the level of his struggles, which only increased the frustration for a team that won 14 games last season with Darnold. Meanwhile, Darnold is thriving in Seattle and entering MVP conversations, making the decision to let him go look worse each week. McCarthy is far from a bust, but he has a long way to go. In a draft class filled with promising young quarterbacks, he is the one falling behind. The Vikings hoped he would develop quickly, but he hasn't shown he can consistently deliver, even with Justin Jefferson on the field. Elsewhere around the league, other players made their mark. Brock Purdy returned from injury and immediately boosted the 49ers offense. Josh Allen once again put Buffalo on his back with a dominant performance that included touchdowns through the air and on the ground. The Rams' defense stepped up in a huge divisional win, forcing 4 interceptions and taking control of their division. The Packers avoided disaster with a late touchdown and a timely interception. Cam Ward showed flashes for Tennessee despite a tough loss, and Mike McDaniel bought himself some breathing room with Miami's gritty overtime win. Denver tightened its grip on the division race, pushing Kansas City into unfamiliar territory as a wild-card hopeful. Cleveland finally got its first look at Shedeur Sanders, though his debut was rocky. And in Cincinnati, the question grows louder, with the season slipping away, is it even worth bringing Joe Burrow back? Week by week, the league keeps shaking up the playoff picture. And for Minnesota, the biggest question remains whether their young quarterback can steady the ship before the season sinks entirely.